Here with UFC middleweight Paulo Costa, who defeated Uriah Hall at UFC 226. And Paulo, I got to say, you are the best looking, you're the best dressed fighter so far in these post-fight interviews. Why did you want to go put on a suit before you did these?
Thank you so much. Yes, this is my new look. Now I feel close of the title. I think 2 more fights I can go there. So I need to choose very close. Very close.
I was talking about three.
Okay. And I think Uriah is one of the most dangerous guy in my division, and he have many skills. And in the first round, I put my all attention in his spinning back. His spinning back is very dangerous, very fast, and this is a great difficult to me to close the distance because he have a good spinning back. So he used this to connect his jab in my face. But okay, in the second round, I see my opportunity in close my distance, the fight, my fight distance with him, and connect my powerful hands in his body and his head. And he's feel a lot, and he's down.
Well, it wasn't just his head, it was the body too. Did you feel like the body work was adding up over the course of the fight?
Yes, I like too much to connect my hands in his body and my kick in his body. I think this is the way to victory, his body, not the head.
So you said 2 more fights until you get to a title shot. Do you have any idea who those 2 fights would be against in order for you to get to the top?
Yes, I saw Chris Weidman won Uriah Hall many years ago, and I think we must to make a great fight in his town, in his home, New York, hometown, in Chris Weidman's hometown in New York, November, to see who must to go to next title shot after Gaston.
Well, that would be a terrific fight. I have to ask you about one other guy. He just fought yesterday, actually, Israel Adesanya. He was speaking to me earlier, and he said that he wants to fight you. Do you have any interest in that fight?
I don't know who is him. I don't conheço ele. I don't meet him.
I don't know him. I don't know him.
He's not ranking, I think, because I saw the ranking. He's not there, so I look for war.
How do you feel like you match up with Chris Weidman, if that is indeed who you get set up with?
Excuse me?
How do you feel like you match up with Chris Weidman and break down that fight?
Lutar com Chris Weidman.
Yeah, because Chris Weidman is top 5, I believe. So, and he scores of the title. So, it's a good fight to see who mercy, who deserve to go to title shot.
Here with UFC bantamweight contender Raphael Assuncao, who just defeated Rob Font at UFC 226. And Raphael, you know, I've been watching you fight for a long time. I know you're not a guy who gets real animated. You're not a guy who grabs the microphone and yells into it or anything. Yeah. But you do look very subdued. I mean, you just went out there, you beat a tough guy in Rob Font.
Tough guy.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling fully accomplished because, the fight that I wanted was a top fight. It was a top ranked fight, meaning a main event fight or somebody at that caliber. Not taking anything away from Rob Font, but just positioning right now. The fight I wanted was a more important fight. This was a good fight, but it kind of upset me at first. But look, we got the job done, and 1 more under my belt. And as I said previously, only we know what we go through. And I came out on top again. I adjusted the game. I trained every aspect. I put an emphasis in improving my game in all aspects. And look, if the knockout comes, so be it. If not, I'll find a way to win it. That's the same thing I'm going to do when I get a title shot.
To make your job harder, though, I mean, I watch fights every weekend, and it's difficult to win in this game. You've won 11 of your last 12, and you're taking fights that are of interest to you, but aren't exactly what you want. Does that make your job more difficult?
It makes my job. There's a dog out there. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what's the right word to describe if it makes more difficult or if it was a risky fight. Look, I renegotiated my contract. I got this fight. This guy hits harder, and I'm giving him credit now. He hits harder than TJ Dillashaw. So he is a tough guy. You know, I was able to use my skills in different areas. So that was good for me. Some stuff I was working on. So yeah, it was good. I mean, it was risky. It was good. No injuries other than the bump on the eye. I'm ready to go. You know, I really want to campaign for a title shot. You know, look, I'm not the greatest speaker. Even I was playing around with the Brazilian press, saying that they don't give me enough credit because of my accent in Portuguese. But yeah, I'm ready for a title shot, man. Please.
Yeah, TJ Dillashaw fights Cody Garbrandt at UFC 227 in August. Do you think you'll get the winner, or standing here today, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's all up to Mr. Dana, right? It's all up to Dana. I'm probably gonna play hardball. You know, look, I respect my boss. It's my boss. It gives me my job, puts food on my table. But I'm gonna play hardball.
Here with UFC welterweight Curtis Millender, who just completed a hard-fought battle against Max Griffin. He gets the win. He moves to 2-0 in the UFC octagon. Talk to us about the fight, Curtis.
It was rough in the beginning, but, you know, I did what I had to do. I'm a warrior. I fight hard, and I want W, so I have to, you know, get out there and do what I have to do to get the W.
Well, it did come at a cost, it looks like. You walked in on crutches. Your favor in your right foot, do you know what the injury was, how it happened?
It's just my foot and my shin. You know, when you throw kicks, this is what happens. I kicked the elbow or knee. It hurt a little bit.
Did you notice it much in the second and third rounds? The rounds that you happened to win, by the way.
Just the third round. Just the third round hurt.
In 2015, you fought 4 times. You lost 3 of those 4 fights. You have not lost since. You've won 8 in a row. What has changed from that year, 2015?
You know, the coaching, my team is fine together. I got my guru, striking guru, Uchenni Anikam, my strength and condition coach, Mike Harris, my head coach, Ben Jones, putting the puzzles together. We're going to be warriors and champions in the UFC.
Talk about that third round against Max. You really had him up against the fence, landing some big shots. It looked like you had an opportunity to finish the fight. Were you surprised that he was able to make it the distance?
Yeah, I seen him breaking. We were both tired. We both went in there and worked hard, and, you know, this is what happens.
So 2-0 in the UFC. What's up next for you? You're a problem in this division, it looks like.
Anybody in the welterweight division, I got a hit list, and I'm going to take everybody out of it.
No names? No specific names?
Anybody. Dong Hyun Kim, he's 15. Give me him.
Dong Hyun Kim. There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here with UFC lightweight Drakkar Klose, who just got done with an incredible performance against Lando Vannata. And Drakkar, it was not a finish, but I got to believe that you're pretty excited about this win, yes? Were you happy with the performance?
I'm always happy with a win, you know. Everybody in the UFC, they're tough, you know what I mean? If you come away with a victory, you know, that's great. And I'm just happy that was me on that end, the winning end.
Well, coming into this card, UFC 226, I think a lot of people expected this to be a very close fight. At the end, it really wasn't. You won the fight 30-27. Were you surprised at how well you did in that?
I like how you said that, a very close fight. I thought it was going to be a little closer. It felt like he had to, you know, try to fight to beat me. It was pretty easy. Hopefully to get back in there pretty soon.
Yeah, you looked comfortable in there the whole time. At one point, his shin was starting to bother him, and you even pointed to it. Yeah, what was going through your head when you were pointing to his shin like that?
I already knew he was like kind of giving me a side, so I already knew he was going to try to do some spinning crazy stuff. So, you know, just something for the fans.
Well, I was talking to one of your coaches / training partners, Benson Henderson, and he said one of the things you guys focused on this camp was not just the technique, but keeping the composure in order to execute the technique. Did you feel like you did that tonight?
Yeah, I think I grew a lot from my last fight to now. You know, sometimes I let things, you know, get in my head, and I just let loose. And this fight, you know, I just felt more relaxed, and it showed in the fight. So.
You fought 3 times last year. This was your first appearance in 2018. Are you looking to turn around and get right back in there, or would you like a little break after this?
I'm having my son at the end of the month, so you know, I want to square that away, make sure he's taken care of, and then try to get something lined up soon. So.
Any names in your mind?
We already named him. As soon as we found out we're having a boy, his name is Kingston.
Okay, love the name Kingston. I was actually meaning any names in terms of your next fight. Kingston is great, though, too.
Yeah. Whoever the UFC wants to give me, it doesn't matter. I'll get ready with my team, and we'll go out there and get the win.